Nice. So tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Do not let my chat be where you guys break up. I swear to fucking God. I will kill both of you. I'm not lying. You, of course, Johnny Gyoza, of course, yakitori. I don't know, Johnny. What about chawanmushi? What about chawanmushi though? And shiosaba. Shiosaba o tabetai. Onegai shimasu. Everyone knows you break up me attack. You thought I was streaming from prison with the I know, right? And the black hair. It's not a good look for me, but we're being Lieutenant Kim in the bottom there. This is the Lieutenant Kim-esque look. Just another reminder that I should never have dark hair, essentially. Yeah, if anyone who doesn't know, yeah, chawanmushi is like a egg custard. But yeah, custard is kind of deceiving because it's definitely like savory. It usually has like little bits of veggies and stuff in it. It's steamed. It's very like comforting. Like it's a very like comforting food. Depends on what they put at the bottom. You just want meat at the bottom. I'm surprised you didn't say gyoza, Johnny. Gyoza is your favorite Japanese food. But yeah, shiosawa is the best, and I refuse to take any comments on that. It is the best. That's just the end of it. What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines.
There's our man.
We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
This is the first time I think this whole game that he's finally like come on like talking screen. This is who I'm. Yeah, do I look like him? I don't have a tall enough collar. That's the problem. Like I couldn't get the jacket that was just right. Didn't want to buy the $600 jacket or whatever. Circa had you at egg. Doesn't Circa have us all at egg? You do love the Kansai style okonomiyaki. Yeah. I don't know if I've had the Kansai. I don't know if I've had the two different. I've had one style for sure. Couldn't tell you which style it was. She had me at custard. Kobe beef. There is some very good. I hate to say it, but I did have some beef sushi, and it was very, very good. Like raw beef. They did carpaccio. They did have carpaccio, but then they also had like actual like nigiri that was like raw beef, which isn't super safe. Don't do that like all the time. April Fool's prank, breaking up, and do not. I hate pranks. Don't do it in my chat. How about that? Don't do it in my chat. I will have a heart attack, and it won't be good. I won't recover. It'll be my second death. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Thanks. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Also, anyone who doesn't know, this game originally wasn't voice acted, so that's why I think some of these things are like written out. But I'm so happy it is voice acted because this would be a lot of reading. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. I can rest assured now. I'd be so nervous. I don't like pranks, I will say. Like, I don't mind like a joke, but like pranks are something that always like stress me out. Not to say that I haven't like kind of participated in them before. No, you can't know what my first death was. Heck no. You know, like, yeah, I told you guys before, I've missed my own surprise parties because I'm like not good at surprises or like things like that. I genuinely missed my own surprise party because the people I was with weren't like. I would think if your friend was like, if a surprise party was going for your friend and your job was like supposed to be to get them there, but like not tell them about it, I think I would like make up whatever lie possible to like get them there. And if they still like weren't going, I would then just be like, look, it's a surprise party. It's for you. Like, you should just go. Because then I would have gone. But instead they were just like, oh, you don't want to go? Okay, they'll go home. And like, I had no clue. I thought it was just like a frat party, which I wouldn't, why would I ever want to go to a fraternity party? Yeah. You're chaotic, not cruel. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, but I'm the same to meet. Yeah, not a fan. Anything else I should know? Conclude.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
He smiles awkwardly. Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days.
I hear you.
I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
And so, again, if you guys haven't picked up on it or you don't know it, so we have, like, voices inside of us, like, that are, like, talking to us. So, like, electrochemistry is the one that's always, like, do drugs, like, drink more. But that's what these kind of, like, interjections are. It's basically, like, our subconscious, conscious, whatever, playing up and trying to influence us. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there? Point at yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Nice. Voices are in the walls. Yeah, I mean, it's like we all have those voices, right? Nothing. I shouldn't have to explain them.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Okay. Maybe I will ask him what he's busy with.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Man, it's almost like you practiced that. 5 or 6, yeah. Our character traits, yeah. It's just bow ties hanging out in your walls, Jen. Careful. Yeah, some of our voices aren't usually as like eloquent. I feel like mine's usually like, go to bed. Stop thinking about that guy who honked at you in traffic from 7 years ago. And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Fair enough. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
We got a joker on our hands.
Relax. He's merely joking.
You're under arrest. Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of foul cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Oh man, can I get one? You just have a voice making your mama and No, you also, Circa, you also have one that's making that's what she said jokes, because that's the counter that we need in your chat. You always have the one that's like, say that's what she said. Say that's what she said. It's so hard to say. It's like Sally sells she stores. Circa's voice says, say that's what she said. Do it. Do it. Hey, Millie, welcome back from the walk. Everything's fine here, Millie. Nothing weird is happening.
They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's your machine behind you.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Nah. Just making polite conversation. The counter's gonna trigger the voice. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds like your voice, Mac? Oh no. Oh boy. Everything's going nuts.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
Apparently I do know a little bit about motor lorries. Or at least my encyclopedia brain does. Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat. I'll say A6.
Good eye, my man.
Thanks.
Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Gives it a friendly knock. Right, I had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Did I see her nuts line? I ignored your guys' nuts lines. I had no clue what you guys were going on about. I just was like, they're talking about nuts. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. Talking about nuts. Seems about right. Can't figure it out. I have a big milk. Wait, I have a big milk clip. Hang on. What's this one? I'm still waiting on that big milk sponsorship. One of these days. Alright, I'm gonna have to download that. I'm gonna have to have that trigger in my chat. Every time I mention my big milk sponsorship, somebody's gonna have to trigger that command in my chat. One of these days. The like despair in my voice. I didn't even know I could reach those sorts of levels.
Don't be a
Of
stranger.
disappointment. Gives a salute with 2 fingers. Yeah, so I think this basically just makes it so we can't like cross, if I remember right. Maybe we can. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, we can. I'm a fool. So these are the areas I don't remember.
An old monument stands in the middle
Oh
of the
yeah, I
traffic
do remember
island,
this.
pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece.
That looks
secured and mounted in the air with the aid
really
of
precarious.
numerous ropes and rods.
Okay. Go do your dishes and sleep. I'll see you later, Circa. Be well, be good. Thank you as always, Circa. Everyone too. I will do it every time I have the opportunity. Go follow Circa. If you're not following Circa, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I mean, I just don't know what to tell you. But go get some sleep, Circa. We all love Circa here. You wouldn't be here if you didn't love Circa. That's honest truth. The goddess, our goddess, the goddess of goddesses, my goddess, your goddess. That's Circa. But have a good night. We need to have a talk. About what, Mac? The Big Milk sponsorship? Or about Circa? And how much better Circa is than us? I'm trying, Mac. I'm trying to be better. Yeah, you need to follow Circa. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III,
Squanderer?
the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
Probably not great to be known as the Squanderer after you followed the opulent, but I'm not gonna ask what he did. I don't really care. Oh, I see. You have to follow like 10. I need to make a document. Okay, that's fair, Mac. So just write down Circa. Circa, you won't be disappointed. All of you, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, click that. Well, be careful. Don't click it too many times or you're unfollowed to meet. Humanox covers the truck. Demean, I'm pretty sure I've seen you in Circus chat from time to time. So I think you're following. Windy. I'll take that money. Hello, sir. I don't think I've ever talked to you.
The small, wrinkled woman
Oh,
does
woman,
not
sorry.
greet you.
Sorry, ma'am.
She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on
Obsidian
her face.
document. God damn.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
It's good writing. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait,
The lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Ooh, Kim, if you say so. I mean, I shouldn't question Kim, honestly. He's a good man. Let's save. Let's see. Oh, there's something down here. A dirty white tank top. Huzzah. I guess we should, well, I can look at this. We should probably phone in our badge problem. We haven't done that yet. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Oh, there's some money on the ground, though. Hello. Don't mind me. Ooh, that's a big boy up there. Let's go back around. I'm just gonna avoid the work, lads. Yeah, so I'll be this protagonist at a later stream, and I'll probably be Kim again at a later stream too. But just joshing. Sorka is grand. Just joshing, just japing. Typical to beat. Can't blame him. Okay. Let's. I don't know what that will be. Let's go check that out real fast, and then we'll come back and we'll do the car. I'm getting hungry, but luckily I started some rice. I can run by double clicking? Oh my god, Demeet. I forgot. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Thank you, Demeet.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Thank you, Cheese. Yeah, I used to cosplay like not as much as you. Cheese Quest is like amazing cosplayer. Like, I'm not kidding. Amazing cosplayer. And I love it when I saw your Zelda cosplay, and your hot dog cosplay. But I used to cosplay more frequently. I'm really big into Halloween. But since moving to Japan, like, I left pretty much like all my cosplay stuff, like all my sewing equipment, things like that. So I really like haven't been able to indulge. But yeah, Cheese is amazing. Wendy is also good. Yeah, Wendy is fantastic. Wendy, yours is mostly on TikTok though, if I remember right. Cheese is mostly like Instagram and stream when we're lucky. But this October I'm gonna try to do a bit more. Like, they're obviously like not like super crazy cosplays or anything. Like, they're pretty like low key. But we're gonna be doing a couple more this month. I still want to do the Alistair cosplay because one of you very, very generously, anonymous, gifted to my gift app the funds to buy a suit so I could do the Alistair cosplay. But then that suit got taken down, and so I like haven't been able to buy a similar suit yet. Although now I have that red blazer, the red velvet blazer. It's not quite right, but it could work in a pinch. But I do want to do an Alistair cosplay too. I'm hoping maybe by the end of the month I can like pull that together for Halloween. Alistair from Has Been Hotel. But yeah, I'm trying to work in some more because it is something I enjoy, although it's very toasty to do them. I'm like sweating even though I have my aircon on. It's not that hot out. It's like 80 degrees. How much? Like, yeah, 26, 80ish, somewhere around there. I forget the conversion. But yeah, Wendy is fantastic. Wendy's are like treasures. But yeah, thank you, Cheese. That means a lot coming from you, Cheese. That means a lot because you were super, super talented.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
That's surprising because we've been wandering around a lot.
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Yeah, the sound of this woke us up.
Motor carriage.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
This car looks like it would be terrifying to ride in real life. Just gonna throw that out there.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Lieutenant Kim loves his cars. Thank you for the hydrate, Sebo. Sebo, I hope you're getting some rest. Thank you for the stretch as well. This is probably Tuesdays, depending on the schedule. Tuesdays are probably going to be like the only like really long stream, and by long I mean like 4 hours. My Friday streams are gonna have to be shortened because I got into a Japanese class that I was hoping to get into, but the only time slot for like my level is like 1 p.m. and usually I stream until about 1 p.m. on Fridays, so that's no longer happening. But I also will have to, like, it takes me about an hour to get there, so like I will probably not be streaming quite as long on Fridays, maybe like 3 hours ish, which is Thursday evening for US folk. But that's gonna just only be until like the end of the year essentially. But hopefully that won't be too much of a headache for people. But I was kind of cosplaying this on Friday too, but I'm kind of worried because our first class is on Friday, and obviously like my hair underneath here is getting all mashed up and like is weird. And anyone who's ever worn wigs for costumes, cosplays, or otherwise, you know, like your hair doesn't really like look great after you take them off, unless you're just really talented. I don't know, my hair doesn't look great after I take it off, especially with bangs. So I'm kind of worried to do it because I worry that trying to go to class immediately afterwards is going to be like a real heckin' challenge. So maybe this Friday I'll do the protagonist. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it always thank you, Cheese, for confirming me. I was like, maybe it's just me. I shouldn't like talk as if I'm like everyone has the same experience. But Mac has always wanted me to not have bangs, but it doesn't look good. But yeah, I can promise you when I take this off, it's gonna be like nuts. Yeah, so I kind of worry that like if I try to go to class, it's gonna be, because then I would have to factor in also time. I would have to factor in the time to fix that before going. So we'll see. Maybe I'll figure out it doesn't necessarily take me that much time. I gotta figure out the train schedule first. So we'll try to figure it out, but yeah. Demeet might be here. Maybe. Yeah, where's that meme you made of Max staring at the picture? That one where I don't have that one stream. That was a stream I did where I did, that was basically a stream for Mac. Where I did a stream where I pinned back all my bangs. I think I wore a headband so I didn't have my bangs. And yeah. It was, no, I streamed without them too, but I definitely took pictures as well. The pictures are what Demeet used, but I posted photos. But I also streamed with him pinned back because I remember I have a clip somewhere. I mean, I pretty much destroyed every bit of evidence of that stream. But yeah, no, the picture Demeet used is definitely like a posed picture. But I streamed, I can't believe I streamed for nothing, Mac. This was like basically, the stream was for you. You weren't even there. Yeah, because I had a clip where I did like a weird little cat dance with it. And I had that as like a clip in my Be Right Backs for a little bit, but I hated it because I didn't have bangs in it. Yeah, because that's when I was on the US time zone. So most of my streams then, you were like asleep or mostly asleep.
Translation.
Oops.
We're not going anywhere right now.
Yep.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
All right, Kim. Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mac. I mean, I understand. Work takes precedence. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out, like, depending on my schedule, if things are going to need to shift around. Yeah, we won't have you to balance us out, will we? I'm going to snooze my ads for a couple minutes just because I don't feel like having ads right this second. Yeah, no balance.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Alright.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can we do? Work is work.
I want the chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
I'll take the flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made.
Sorry, not
blue.
Windy.
Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Thanks, perception. That is how a flashlight works, I suppose. I'll stick the pry bar. I guess I can take everything.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think.
Are you guys memeing? You guys memeing in my Discord again? Yep, there it is again. I always forget about Mac's face. Mac's like emote face, that's the old Mac or whatever. I always forget about that being Wolverine's face. That one really genuinely does crack me up. That meme. Yeah, if you want to see my widow's peak, that's you can check that out. And with me with a lot of makeup on, back when I used to stream with like tons of makeup on. Yeah, it's a pre-Windy. Yeah, that's an old Mac. It's an old Mac emote. Where all your emotes were grumpy old Mac. Less chibi Mac, more grumpy. But Millie, I hope your walk was good. I think when it used to be Old Mac Yells at Clouds. That was her name one time.
Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Nice, we got some tools now.
Pull out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Wendy's like, I made you a grumpy Mac. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
So we've driven a car. Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
The soft purr of electrical kittens. It's one of those lines I wish I had written. That was the name. Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a good name. Very fitting.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hi, Alice.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy. I'm just gonna be nice. I'm gonna be boring cop. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. Because I don't remember my name, so this is why I'm introducing myself like this.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio. Could you connect me? This is where things get a little silly. Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
I like Jules as a name.
The man uses relay code.
Oh
You've
no.
got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Cops know relay code. 10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. I've got urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. I have to report that my badge is missing, I think.
10-9, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
I enjoy him. I wonder like what all these mean, if they actually mean something, like 10-18, 10-9.